Hi and welcome to MRTV Live episode number 24. As you know, this is the weekly live stream in which we talk about the latest in VR and AR. And today on the show, we're going to talk about, of course, this year, the Pimax 8K. We got so many exciting news about the Pimax 8K last week. So, of course, this is going to be the main topic of the show, the Pimax 8K. Well, it's now in mass production. We learned about the FOV options. We learned about the BIS edition, and there's lots of more things to talk about. And I really want to know your opinion about this device and about all the news that we learned about in last week. So definitely the Pimax 8K is going to be the main star of tonight's show. But we're also going to talk about the XTAL professional VR headset, which also is a very interesting headset made by VR engineers from Czech Republic. And this is another next generation headset with a very wide FOV of 170 degrees as well. So this is going to be very exciting, and I also want to know your opinion about the device, and of course also about how they might compete against each other. Well, very much looking forward to discuss this topic with you tonight. Then we're going to talk about high fidelity and virtual worlds, because high fidelity, which is founded by the founder of Second Life, Phil Rosedale, they just got a $35 million investment as a Series D investment. So this is now one of the most funded VR companies in the world. So that is definitely something that we need to talk about. Also, we're going to talk about the PayPal augmented reality patent that they filed, and which will allow them to kind of monetize the payment process, which is going to happen in AR. So as you can tell, lots of exciting topics coming up. Yeah, hi and welcome here to MRTV. My name is Sebastian Ang, and if this is your first time here, and if you're just as excited about VR and AR as I am, then subscribe now and click on the bell button so don't miss anything. Yes, so here we are at MRTV Live episode number 24. This is a very exciting and very special episode of MRTV Live. I'm so much looking forward to talk with you about the Pimax 8K. I really want to know your opinion about the news. I want to know if you are a backer, I want to know everything. I really want to understand your opinions tonight, and we're going to talk a lot about it. Now, for all of you who are not watching this live, for all of you who are watching this as a recording, well, you can simply have a look into the description below, because I'm going to time code all of the topics so you can directly jump to the topics that you are excited about. Yeah, probably you're going to jump to the Pimax 8K as I know you, right? But actually, really, it's worth it to watch the whole show. I think we're going to have a great time, and well, actually, this show is meant to be watched live because it's really all about the interaction between you and me. It's not so much about me like reading out the news or so. Actually, it's really about us getting into a conversation, spending some good time together, and probably having an adult beverage as well. So, cheers. I hope you also have some adult beverage or so. So, cheers. Yeah, that's what we do here. So if you want to talk with me, if you want to chat with me, then do join the MRTV Discord server, because on the MRTV Discord server, you can chat with me and the MRTV community. And actually on the MRTV Discord server, there is a channel, and it's called the live stream channel. And well, here it is. That's something new in the show. So once we have those moments when I talk with you, you will now be able to read your chat here. Yeah, exactly. Roger in person. Cheers all. So you will be able to read your own chat, and everything is going to be displayed here. So this is something new on the show that I think is pretty cool. So if you want to chat with me, go to the MRTV Discord server. You can find the link in the description below of this video, and simply simply click there and simply, yeah, simply go to the live stream channel and chat away. Now also, hi Fugazi, hi Roger in person, hi Proud Dog, hi Meister, hi Push the Limits, great to have you here. And Roger in person's new name is Sweet Globetrotter. That's great, that's a great name. So yeah, so now you will be able to read the live stream chat directly here in this window, and I think, yeah, that is a pretty fun idea. What do you guys think about it? Yeah, okay, great. Also, we have something else that is new on the show. So as much as I like to just hear myself talk here, I also would really love to hear your voice, and that's why I have this here. I have this plug in my ear because today I'm going to start something new. I will allow you to really have a voice chat here with me. So if you want to weigh in to any of the talks, to any of the topics, then there will be like certain segments in this talk where I'm simply going to activate the voice chat, where I'm simply going to activate the general voice chat on the MRTV Discord server. Let me just check that here. Then I will connect to it like now I'm doing, and then now you can see here, Sebastian, when I say something, my name comes up, right? So if you now go to the general voice channel, and if you want to talk with me, then you can go there, and well, everyone on this who's watching this will hear you as well, and your name is going to pop out there as well. So that is something new here. I want to talk with you. I want to hear you. I want to really talk with you about anything about the Pimax 8K-M1, so, or anything. So in those segments that I'm opening the general chat, in those segments that I'm opening, oh yeah, now there's Titanflyer. Titanflyer, you have to put down your volume because I can hear myself. You have to put down your volume. So yeah, that's how it works. And yeah, for everyone, so there was Titanflyer. Yeah, it actually does work. So if you want to do that, then you have to turn down the volume. You have to turn down the volume, and yeah. Hello. It works. Yes, it does work. So there was Paul. There was Paul Pearson Tini Jr. So I'm going to open these kind of audio chat segments where you can talk with me, and I think that is a pretty interesting concept. But now I'm going to leave it. I'm going to open it later again. And one important thing about that, you will need to speak with me really on the Discord. Don't look at the YouTube chat, at the YouTube window, because the YouTube window is like, yeah, there is some kind of lag, okay? So I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to the Sweet Globetrotter, to Roger in person, who has just sent me 100 Swedish crowns. Thank you, man. And Roger says, how do I make my own songs in Beat Saber? Cheers. Yeah, I will tell you later, okay? It's like you can do that. You can do so with a mod, so it's not supported yet in the original thing. So yes, this is something that I can tell you later. So yeah, of course, if you want to send me a super chat, I'll be super happy to if you send me a super chat, and you can become the next stream boss here. Like the Sweet Globetrotter now is the stream boss. Yeah, and Titanflyer. Titanflyer was here live on the channel, and he says, wow, sorry, need a headset. Obviously, yes, you do. That will be better. All right. Okay, so now good to have you all here. Now let's start here with this topic. Let's start with a topic that everyone is excited about, right? So I was thinking, okay, do I put this topic in the very end? And I thought, ah, come on, let's just start with it. It's really the main topic. It's the topic of the day and of the week. So let's talk about the Pimax 8K M1. And let us change the view for a moment. Let's go to the news. Let's go to the news. So here it is. The Pimax starts mass production phase for the 8K VR headset. That is the big headline. So what happened? Well, Pimax sent an email yesterday, and they sent an email to all of the Pimax 8K backers. And actually it was the founder, Robin Wang, who sent a very, very long email to all the backers. Here is the email. So this is a founder announcement, right? And here you can tell, wow, so long email, timeline, and so on and so forth. Project priorities, blah, blah, blah. Here's how many Pimaxes they're going to produce. Like lots of information, right? And of course, not all of the email is information. There's also other things there. So I summarized the whole thing for you, yeah. And let me summarize it again. I know I did that already yesterday, but probably not everyone is watching my daily show. So again, let me tell you what's in that email to all the backers of the Pimax 8K. So in that email, Robin Wang tells us Pimax is now happy with the Pimax 8K hardware. So they're satisfied with what they have built. Now I have the M1 model here, and well, this was one of the prototypes, and I know they iterated on it, right? So it's not this model anymore. They have already iterated on it, and they've already made some changes to this one based on the feedback that I and the other 8 testers gave to Pimax. So I don't know about the new model. I only know about this model. And before we later get into the discussion about this topic, let me also make one thing very, very clear here as a disclaimer. So first of all, I'm an 8K M1 tester. What does it mean? I got this device. This is the 8K M1 prototype, and yes, I really know everything about this device, right? And I tested it and I gave feedback to Pimax what I think, and yeah, then they gave me feedback back, and they iterated on the hardware and on the software, and then I tried the new software and I gave them another feedback, and this is basically my daily work, right? So they changed the software, I tested, they changed something else, and so on and so forth. But I must also tell you that other than that, I have no further knowledge of their internal communication. I don't know what they're going to do in the future. I don't know what are their business decisions. So I'm only testing this, and I'm only giving them feedback, giving them my opinion, and that's it. So also, when I got the email from Robin yesterday, I was as surprised as you. I don't have any more information. There's actually not so much communication between Pimax and the testers other than what is the testing is concerned. So that's why I can also really very enjoyed, very relaxed do this live show with you, because I also have to guess sometimes, just like you. So anything that I'm telling you here, it is just based on that email. So I do have, of course, lots of knowledge about this device because of the feedback that I gave them, but other than that, I don't know anything more than you do. So this is a disclaimer, and I must be very, very, I must be very clear about that. Anyway, so let's keep on going here with that email. So yeah, they're happy with the Pimax 8K hardware, and therefore the mass production starts now. So they have finalized the hardware, and now they're working on the mass production, which of course is great news for all the Pimax 8K backers, because, well, it means they will most probably, that's what I think, they're going to see it then quite soon, right? If they already go into mass production, that means they're not going to make any changes anymore. That's it, that's the hardware, they are happy. Now the hardware is going to go out to the Pimax 8K backers once they are happy with the software as well. Then the software Though the software has to be improved massively, though, they say. So they're still not really happy with the software as what the performance is concerned, also as what the UX is concerned. And we're going to talk a bit more about this later. Then also they will offer 2 options for running apps and games. And these 2 options are going to be FOV options. So either you can play with an FOV of 170 degrees, or you can play with the advertised FOV of 200 degrees. So before you start the app or game, you can say, hey, okay, my graphics card is not strong enough. I'm working with the minimum requirement, as in the GTX 1070. So therefore, I want to have a lower FOV and more performance. Or you can say, hey, no problem. I got the GTX 1180 soon, hopefully. I don't have any problems with performance. Please give me the full Monty, give me the 200 degrees FOV. So that is something very interesting, and yeah, that is something very interesting. So you can choose depending on what is your graphics card and how strong is your system. So that's also one thing that we learned. Also, there's going to be a business edition. So this does not only go out to us consumers and to all the backers. This also goes back. This also goes out to business owners. There's also a business edition which is going to be made for enterprise usage. And the interesting thing that we learned from the email from Robin Wang is that the business edition is going to go out to the businesses earlier than the consumer version. And Robin wrote in that email that the customers, they are not as picky as the consumers. So they are already happy with the software and with the performance and with this device. So that's why they will get this version earlier. Then also we learned that the Pimax 8K is going to go out with the Lighthouse Tracking 2.0, with the Steam Lighthouse Tracking 2.0 directly from the beginning. And yeah, they are really happy about it. They had some problems with upgrading from the Steam Lighthouse 1.0 to 2.0. The reason was that they got the specs quite late, and the chips that they need to build into the device, so everything got a bit delayed. But now they're really happy that everything works perfectly. And actually they say in an email to all the backers that that actually everything works perfectly fine. Yeah, so that is basically in summary what Robin Wang, the founder of Pimax, wrote. So it's a very long email, and I just wanted to summarize it for you. But I also picked out the most important parts of that email, and I can read those important parts of this email out to you, and then we're going to go into discussion. And then I really want to know from you: are you a backer? Are you satisfied with that email? What do you think? When are you going to hold this in your hand? I'm really looking forward to know what you guys think about that email from Robin Wang. So again, as I told you, I have deleted all the parts which are not so interesting. So let's directly go ahead and read it. Hi Futurist, we are thrilled. The development of the Pimax 8K moves to the last stage. So really, this is the last stage. Finalize the hardware. It's gonna go out soon. We have collected lots of valuable feedback from our M1 testers and backers. It helps us to address the issues related to user experience in general, the vast subset of physical features and user habits in different countries and regions. So yeah, I can just say, so I think it's a good thing that they sent it out to those M1 testers, which I am one of them. because it really seems there are some differences in our habits, in what we expect from software. So I think it's good that they did that, and I'm kind of sure that actually we did help to improve the product, and I think that's good for everyone. All right, then also next one. Since January, the critical path of the Pimax-8K project were the optics optimization and tracking solutions upgrade from 1.0 to 2.0. So it seems they had two big problems, and those two big problems were the optics, the lenses. So it seems like, yeah, they had to do some retooling of the lenses. They had to improve on the lenses and on the optics. This was one big thing that kind of delayed the whole process. Then also, they had to upgrade the tracking solution from 1.0 to 2.0. And it seems that it was not so simple. Anyways, now we're happy with the hardware and progressively speeding up the software fine-tuning process to improve the visual quality. Based on the feedback from the backers and users, we decided to offer software options for both 200 degrees and 170 degrees FOV. You will be free to pick an FOV option before launching each content based on your preference and graphics card's capability. Yeah, so just like I told you, depending on your graphics card, you will be able to find out what is better for you. Yeah, what can your graphics card afford? Can it afford the 200 degrees, the full thing, or do you need the 170 degrees to save some performance? Then also, worth to mention, thank you so much, Michael Clark. Thank you so much, Michael Clark, for your super chat donation. And Michael Clark says, a beer with a Pimax. You're right. A beer with a Pimax. I should make a short beer break thanks to you. Cheers. So, beer and Pimax goes together very, very well. So, thank you very much, Michael Clark. All right. So, yes. Okay, now we are confident and happy to announce that the 8K can deliver 2.0 tracking. Good news. Solution that performs as good as 1.0 tracking and on par with Vive Pro tracking. So the tracking now is as good as the Vive Pro, and it's really great to know that they can do so now. We will deliver the HMD to you with 2.0 tracking solution. You will be able to enjoy the newest innovation in lighthouse tracking with the Pimax-8K. Okay. So, to sum up the status of the headset, we are now at the hardware mass production stage and will tweak the ergonomics with accessories. So again, that is something that I can just guess. So probably they're going to offer you different kind of face paddings. Probably one is going to be a bit thicker, and the other one is going to be a bit thinner if you want the best FOV, because the thinner this here is, the closer you are to the lenses, and then the higher the FOV will be. So probably depending on what you prefer, they're going to offer different kind of face paddings. Then also, I believe, now this here is the deluxe audio strap, right? You know that. And they're also going to offer some kind of their own deluxe audio strap, also with headset and so on and so forth. I haven't seen it yet, but that's what I think that they mean with the ergonomics. So you'll be able to tweak the accessories later. Okay. Meanwhile, we are working on software fine-tuning for better performance and visual quality. So they're still working together with NVIDIA and AMD to tweak the performance, to make the performance better. So hopefully this will be fruitful, and I think it's cool that they're working directly together with NVIDIA to work on to increase the performance And that is definitely really cool that they're doing this. Now also, the user interface requires intensive improvements as well. Yeah, so this is a good thing that they know that now, thanks to the M1 testers. So the user interface requires intensive improvements as well. So again, I think it's very good that they did the M1 test, that they sent it to the Western people, because probably really the how would I say that? The things that you expect, the expectations in soon. Sorry about this. And now we're back, and reconnected. So I was just saying, I think it's good that they did the M1 test, because probably for us Western people, probably our expectations as what the smoothness of the software is concerned are probably really a bit higher than what the people in China. Business version will be distinguished from consumer version in color and accessories. So it's going to be a different color of the Pimax 8K for the business version. For some reasons, I have the feeling they're going to use that dark blue that the Vive Pro is using for some reason. That's what I guess now. I don't think that's going to be some white color or so, or some other color. I believe they're going to use the same color from the Vive Pro, but this is truly only my guess. I have no information about that. I don't know. I don't have any more knowledge than you have. Good. And now we're getting to the interesting part. Now that I have broken all these news to you, I would love to hear your opinions. So, here we are, guys. What do you guys think about all this information? Please do let me know in the chat. So I'm first going to read out what you think in the chat, and then in the next step I'm going to open the audio chat, and then you can talk with me, right? But first I really want to go a bit into the chat. I want to know what you guys think about this information. Are you happy? Are you unhappy? What are your general thoughts on this? Roger in person, I have bought that from Wish in leather on my HTC Vive for €3. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. Okay, then push the limits. The piss blue color from the Vive focus on Pimax. I don't know, perhaps. And Titanfly says, you should see a doctor if your piss is blue. Yeah, agreed. And Crunchy says, I wonder why they would make some other change instead. And Ryan the Frying Pan Menace can't wait to try the Pimax. Yes. And Crunchy was surprised at how fast Pimax was going to the professional market already. Yeah, I didn't know that. For me, it was also completely new. I had no idea that they're going to have the BIS edition. So I was just as surprised as you. Okay, Roger says, yeah, the covers that you have in front of the VR glasses. Got it. And Vulkanat says, we need some mods for the YouTube chat. What kind of mods can you put on YouTube chat? What do you mean, Vulkanat? I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, who of you is a backer of the Pimax 8K? Are you happy? Okay, got it. So there's some people who are not appropriate. That's okay. There are always some idiots. Yeah. So now it is your chance to speak with me. So if you would like to talk with me, then you can now go to the general voice chat on the MRTV Discord server, and I would really love to know your opinion. So I can see Titan Flyers there. Are you waiting for me, Titan Flyer? And if yes, then I'm going to go into the general chat now, and we can have a talk together. Do you want to talk with me, Titan Flyer? Just let me know in the chat, and then we can go there. Okay, no, you don't have a headset. Okay, then you can go out of the chat probably. Just go out of the, disconnect from the general chat. So, if there's anyone out there who would like to talk with me about about the Pimax 8K news, you can do so now simply by going to the general voice chat on the MRTV Discord server, and I would love to talk with you live on the channel. So simply go there. I would really love to talk with you. That's a new thing here on the MRTV Live. And if you want to go there now. Anybody would like to talk with me on the channel live about the Pimax 8K? Oh, there's somebody there. Colin Webb, okay, and Vulkanat, okay, great, 2 people. Let me join now. Hello there.
Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, who's there? Please introduce
Hello.
yourself to the community.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Everybody can hear you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing really fine. And how are you doing, Colin?
I'm doing fantastic.
Awesome. Very nice to have you on the show. You are live now on MRTV Live.
Okay, so just so I'm Vulkanat. I am I myself own a Oculus Rift.
Okay.
And, so just the topic I wanted to cut on is, I think we haven't heard anything about the Pimax 5K, which is, in my opinion, maybe the model a lot of people will be interested in, because like the Pimax 8K is like the let's say the i7 8700 or something like that, like a high-end device. Only a small group of people will buy. But the 5K is, in my opinion, the version which greater mass, especially with this high field of view, and still, I mean,
yeah,
we have seen.
Okay, I think
it's like.
Yeah. Okay, I think I got your point. Yeah, great, Vulkanat, that you're here. And I think your point is, you're wondering, nobody's talking about the Pimax 5K anymore, right? And we don't know. We haven't heard about it. And none of the testers got the Pimax 5K. We only got the Pimax 8K. But your point is that the Pimax 5K is more interesting than the Pimax 8K?
A little bit concerned they drop it.
No.
Or
no.
But we haven't heard anything of it.
Yeah,
so
you're right. You're right. We haven't heard anything.
That's kind of concerning.
I got it. Vulkanat.
It looks like the Pimax shop liver.
Say again, Colin. I didn't get that.
It looks like the Pimax 5K is just chopped liver.
I cannot hear you very clearly.
Neither do I.
Yeah, sorry, Colin. We cannot hear you very clearly. But
also.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, this is live. This is the first time I'm doing this. This is exciting. Colin, we can hardly understand you. Try to speak a bit louder. No. Anyways, okay, let's talk about the Pimax 5K. It's still alive and kicking. It's just like it's the same like the Pimax 8K. The only difference is it has a different screen and they don't have the upscaler. But in terms of the signal that goes to the Pimax 5K, it is exactly the same signal that's going to go to the Pimax 8K. So I also think it's a very interesting device. It is a super interesting device, and it's not dead. It's just like at the moment everybody is looking at the Pimax 8K because, well, that is now the more exciting device, I think. But actually, I would also really love to try out the Pimax 5K at one point in time, because I think it's also a very exciting device. Also, it has all of the, yeah, it has all of the FOV, that exciting FOV. Yeah. So yeah, Vulkanat.
Another thing about the Pimax 8K. So we heard about the Pimax 8K now going into mass production. But I think when the Pimax 8K, when they announced, they showed kind of a roadmap where they showed different projection states, like waves of when the Pimax 8K is going to be shipped to different people. I think there was like grouped into like 3 groups. Like, of course, you had the like the first testers, like what we have now with the M1 testers.
Yes.
But I think you had also the like other groups, like the general
the backers.
Like the backers were also cut down into like 3 groups or so. So I don't know. That might be something you should be still concerned about, because of course it's great having to getting to hear that into mass production. But like I'm kind of concerned. When will different people really get the Pimax 8K?
Yeah.
Can I just say something?
Oh yeah, now we can hear you, Colin. Yes.
I just want to say, do you think that other than the backers, do you think other consumers will get the Pimax 8? Do you think the Pimax 8K will be released this year for all consumers?
Okay, that's a very valid question. So lots of people,
other than just the backers.
Got it, Colin. This time I heard you very clearly. That's incredible. So your question is, do other people who are not backers, will they be able to buy the device?
Yes.
And when other people are going to buy the device? Well, I think first of all, the very important part that Pimax always stresses is that first the Pimax backers are going to get it. So they're first going to ship out those 6,000 devices to all the Pimax backers, and it seems like it's going to happen. It's going to happen in this year. It seems, right? Because now they're doing the mass production. So I believe this is going to happen very soon, and then the next thing is they're going to keep on producing the units, because, well, they want to, of course, they want to sell that to other people as well, to other people who didn't have a chance to back the device. So the thing is, I also don't know when exactly this is going to ship, but I believe, of course, it's also in Pimax interest to sell that to as many people as possible, right? Because they want to earn money. So yeah, depending on that, I would say for sure they will try to sell this to consumers as soon as possible. But since I also don't have any more information than you, I also can't tell you if this is going to happen in this year. I surely hope so, but I simply don't know. But if they now are happy with what they have right now in terms of hardware, then I believe it could be possible that they're going to send this out this year.
So I might get mine before Christmas then.
Well, I don't know. I have the same information like you. I'm just a tester. I'm testing this, but I also don't have more information. But I believe that if they are now in mass production already, and if this is the finalized hardware, then probably this could happen. But again, I cannot tell you. I don't know. It's just a guess based on that now. In the end of June, they are in mass production, which means like the hardware is finished, no changes whatsoever, and the only changes are in software. So based on that, it seems like very reasonable, right? That probably people will be able to buy it in this year. That's what I think.
I hope so.
Well, I hope so too. So Colin, you didn't back the Pimax 8K. So you missed,
no, I didn't back the Pimax 8K. Okay. No.
You just missed the Kickstarter.
I've missed it, yeah, but I've got money to burn on the Pimax 8K for this year.
Okay, so you are set to buy it.
Yes.
Are you going to wait for the reviews, or are you sure now already?
I'm definitely waiting for the reviews.
Okay, that makes sense. Colin, where are you from?
UK.
Okay, great. Are you excited about the World Cup?
Well, I'm very excited. Yes.
That's cool. Yeah, you seem to have a very good and young team, right?
I'm excited that we don't have to face Germany in the penalties.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a great chance for you to win the thing this time.
I think we're playing very well this year.
You do, you do. Yeah, exactly. You are.
I think we've got a good chance.
You have a good chance, exactly. You have this young team, and everybody is like super fresh, right? It feels like you are just having fun to play, and that's.
It's a shame Germany went out.
Yeah, really. I mean, I always love the matches Germany against England, right? I mean, as much as I totally.
Yeah, it's a shame we never played together.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have played with the Germany this year.
I think so.
Never mind.
I think so. I mean, as much as we respect each other in all other terms, but in football we kind of hate each other.
Yes.
Yes, right? But that's good enough. Anyways, yeah, so you're going to get the Pimax 8K depending on the reviews. That's cool. What about Vulkanat? Vulkanat, are you still here?
Yes, I am.
Cool. So, what is your impression so far on the Pimax 8K?
So I have to say, at first I was very, very how do you say
hyped?
No, yeah, at the very first time. But after that, I got very because, you know, I watched a review on the Pimax 4K, which is like the predecessor, so to say.
Yes.
And it was like some time ago. But I kind of thought about buying the 4K. But you know, whenever I bought a gadget from China, anything like especially let's talk about electronic devices like smartphones, like the 4K or something like that. They always looked on the paper. They looked great, like great specs, high-end processor, and something like that. But then when you got the real device,
it sucked.
They are always like, yeah, basically they suck. So at first I was very concerned about, will they really deliver a device at the quality level of like something with what we got with the Oculus, with the Htc Vive?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, the tracking, of course, it will be great. Valve made this for them, and that's exactly why they made the tracking system. I mean, after all, only the Vive used their tracking system, which is open source, but hey, so I'm not concerned about the tracking, but what I'm concerned about is, will the display deliver? Will the colors be good? Will the lenses be good? And all this kind of stuff where you can't really see on paper.
Got it.
Like, of course, the resolution, and so on paper, yeah, it's great. But will it really deliver when you put it on?
That's a good question. I totally get your idea, because yeah, really on the paper everything might look awesome, but is it really as good? And the thing is, we are really used to the perfect devices, and we take them for granted, right? We use the Rift, we use the Vive, and probably we sometimes think, oh, this part is not good enough and stuff, but actually those devices are pretty high quality, right? It's just we expect them to be awesome already. We expect them to be perfect because, well, we paid lots of money for them, right? So our expectations are very, very high, right?
Yes. I mean, I am at this point. I'm at a point where I can't really enjoy my Oculus, but I'm getting a new CPU very soon. So,
okay.
But yeah, it's basically. I mean, I had both the Windows Mixed Reality headset, the Lenovo Explorer, and I had the Oculus Rift.
Okay.
And it was basically the same thing. What I said to you earlier. On paper, the Windows Mixed Reality seemed to be better because it had higher resolution and so on and so on. But when I first put on the Oculus, it was like the whole screen quality. It was just more appealing to me. It looked better, even though the resolution was lower. So I am really concerned about it. Whether the specs we see on paper with the Pimax 8K, whether they really will keep up with the high expectations.
Got it. Yeah, the expectations are really, really high, right? Everybody is expecting this to totally blow everything else out of the water, right? The expectations are just like so high, super high, right?
Yes, exactly. I mean, you obviously tested the 8K, and I don't want to bring you into breaking the NDA or something like that, but yeah, I'm really I'm waiting for the review of you, and let's see whether the Pimax 8K can keep up with the high expectations from everybody.
I'm also excited about my own review because no, really. The thing is, I'm really excited about it because, well, I tested this prototype here, but I'm not allowed to talk about it, obviously, right? Because of the NDA about the non-disclosure agreement, and the NDA will not be lifted until the Pimax 8K consumer version is out. So I will give you guys a review, not about this thing here, but about the final version that everybody is going to have in their hands and that everybody will be able to buy once it's out there for the general public. So don't worry, guys, I'm going to give you a very honest and fair review about the device, and yeah, so simply wait and see what's going to happen.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good.
You're welcome. And yeah, there's also Sexy Bastard.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, Sexy Bastard? Where you from?
Sweden.
Oh, cool, Sweden. Are you excited about the World Cup?
Yeah, yeah, it's intense now, but I don't know. I'm not watching that much.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. Anyways, are you an 8K backer?
No, I'm not, but I wish I was.
Okay, got it.
I don't have the money, so you know, it didn't happen.
Do you have any VR hardware right now?
I actually had the PS VR.
Oh, okay, that's not bad, right? That's pretty
twice.
Okay.
It was so much money, and I saved the whole year.
Okay.
And then I got it, and then I had you know, some demos or whatever, and I played for like I think 2 weeks, and then I was like, what should I do now?
You didn't like it?
So oh wait, I can give it back and get the money back. So I was like, okay, we do that.
All right. So
and then a year later, the price have got lower, and then I brought it again.
Okay.
But
good.
yeah.
Got
but
it.
It's like it's the only thing I can afford right now. So.
All right.
But I would love the 8K. It looks awesome.
It does, right? It's it looks pretty spectacular. It looks kind of badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
200 degrees of view. I mean, awesome.
Yeah, that is something. Really, that is really incredible. I must say the field of view is really fantastic. Good, nice. Is there anybody else who would like to weigh in on the news? So far, no. Okay, if not, then for this moment in time, I'm going to go out of the chat, of the voice chat, and I'm going to keep on with the show. And Push the Limit says, be a patron, then you will get the Pimax review first. Exactly. If you want to join the Patreon of this channel, you can do so, and you will get you'll get all the information first. Great. And Sweet Globetrotter says, HTC Vive is really low in price now on the second-hand market. Yeah, that's a good thing. So the HTC Vive is not bad, actually. It's a good device, and actually, if you get it right now, I think it's pretty good because, well, you have this clear upgrade path to the Pimax 8K, which is pretty nice. And Ryan1234 to Insecure in chat. No, you should totally talk with me. There's no problem about it. I mean, we've been talking in Rec Room before, right? All right, guys, let's go to the next topic now. And Deck Enterprises says, the HTC Vive is a masterpiece. Yeah, if it wouldn't die from sweat, I would totally agree with you, though. All right, good. So now, let's go to the next topic. So I should go back here. So now we're going to talk about the XTAL, the XTAL. And this is also a very interesting device. This is another headset, another next generation headset with a very, very high field of view. So this device is done by VR Engineers, which is a Czech Republic company. And what is special about it? Well, it has a very high field of view of 170 degrees, and it has an auto Ipd adjustment and leap motion. So as you can tell here, the leap motion module is built in here. And here we have, for the Pimax 8K, we have the leap motion module also built in here as a module that you can like get off of the device. But here with the XTAL, it is directly built into the device for hand tracking purposes. So what else is special about the device? So let me just check. It has a pair of 2560 times 1440 OLED displays. So 2 displays, and they have a very high resolution, and they achieve 170 degree field of view. So I'm really looking forward to try out the device. I got in touch with the VR engineers, and I'm very happy to tell you that I will be able to review the XTAL professional headset device. And I think it's very interesting that I'm going to review it because, well, of course, this also has a very high field of view, and I can directly compare it also with the Pimax 8K. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to compare those two devices with each other. Now, another thing that is really interesting about the XTAL is that it has an automatic Ipd adjustment. So what does it mean, automatic Ipd adjustment? It means that, well, the device will automatically measure your eye distance, your Ipd, your interpupillary distance, and once it has measured your Ipd, it's going to set the lenses at exactly the right Ipd, which is pretty awesome. So let's say you're playing now, and then you're going to give the device to your wife or to whoever. It is automatically going to adjust the Ipd, which I think is pretty awesome. Yeah, so this is cool, and it has the leap motion, as I told you here, directly built into the device, and it has hand tracking because of the leap motion, and that is really cool. Now, the only thing that is not so cool is the price tag. The price tag, it costs $5,800. $5,800. This is quite the price tag. And well, this is meant for professional use. This is meant for people like designers, engineers who are working in VR and who need the best and the most crisp picture ever. So I'm super looking forward to try out the device. I'm going to review it for you. I'm going to let you know all about it. And well, I'm very much looking forward to the XTAL Professional from Czech Republic. Now, as you can tell here, it has some kind of deluxe audio strap. It is some rigid headband here. And yeah, doesn't seem to have headphones. But yeah, I will know everything once I got the device in my hands, and I can't wait to let you know all about it. Okay. So now I would really love to know what you guys think about it. So let's go back here. Let me read out. So yeah, good for business, I guess, says Cosmonaut. And Vulcanat says, where are these extra funds for the XTAL going? Premium support? Like better than HTC? Yeah, I hope so. I think with this money, you should definitely get some really good support. Then Paul PLTC Jr. says, inside out tracking. That's a very good question. In this article, it doesn't say. So I don't know. I really don't know. If we look at the front here, it looks exactly like, yeah, that's when you drink too much beer. If we look here, if we look at the front of the device, it looks exactly like here the Leap Motion module of the Pimax 8K, right? The same thing, 4 cameras, exactly the same thing. So I think this is only Leap Motion here. So I don't think this is inside out tracking. I think this is Valve Lighthouse as well. That's what I would think, but this article doesn't say it. Anyways, I'm going to have it soon, and I'm going to let you know everything about it, right? So just stay here at MRTV. I'm going to review the unit. I'm probably going to compare it with this here once the NDA is gone, and it's going to be pretty interesting. Anyways, Push the Limit says, why buy XTAL when you can get Pimax? Well, we will see. I mean, I will compare the devices, right? And what else do you say? Are you going to buy the XTAL, Sebastian? Push the limits. Well, I'm lacking like 5,000 Patreons to buy it, but I will get it on a borrowed basis, so I will be able to show it to you. And Ryan says, too expensive, I can't afford, I'm not even old enough for a job. That makes sense, Ryan. Proud Dog says, cool. And Paul Piantini Jr. asked, the Pimax comes with sensor cameras? No. These cameras, these are the Leap Motion This is an extra module. Actually, you can take that module off. The Pimax 8K is built very modular. So for example, you can take off the Leap Motion module here, and you can add another module, like for example the smelling module that I told you on this channel a while ago, right? So it is very modular. You can extend the device, and it's pretty sweet what you can do here with the Pimax 8K. So Vulcanat says, I've been enlightened. It is supposed to be for designers. It has great build quality and it's overpriced. It will obviously run on Mac only. That is a good point. That is a very good point. Can you have multiple modules at once? Well, I believe no. At least not here for that interface. I don't know what they will come up with in the future, but I don't think so. Are they making any changes to the M1? Yes, Cosmonaut. Absolutely. So they have already iterated on this device, right? Based on the feedback that I and the other 8 testers have given to Pimax, they have already iterated on the Pimax 8K M1 model, and I can't tell you any more details. like what exactly they did, but they did take the M1 testers' feedback into consideration, obviously, and I can tell you they've already iterated on the M1, and they have now a different model that I don't have access to. So I'm stuck here with this. Titan Flyer, exactly Titan Flyer, totally agreed. And Sweet Globetrotter says, I buy one for my VR company, and then we have an MRTV party at my company in Sweden. No, it's too expensive, I think 5,000, oh my god, yeah, it's really for the professional area. Yeah, ProdDog, you were close with your $5,000 guess. It is not cheap. So, now I'm going to go back to the voice chat. I'm going to go back to the voice chat. Here I am. If you want to tell me about your opinion about the XTAL or any questions, or if you want to let the world know what you think about the XTAL Professional for $5,800, now you can do so, and you can tell all of the MRTV community in the voice chat what you think about it. So please weigh in, whoever is there. Who wants to go first? Is there anyone who would like to give any opinions about the XTAL? Or if you want to talk about the Pimax 8K, we can still talk about the Pimax 8K. So simply go to the voice channel, to the general voice channel on the MRTV Discord server.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Who's there?
Ipd Enterprises, yeah.
Ipd Enterprises, good. Hi, Ipd Enterprises. Where are you from?
I'm from the UK.
Oh, nice, great. Could you turn down the volume a bit because I hear myself double?
Yeah, sorry, 1 second. Okay, try it now?
Yeah, now it's better.
Oh, okay. Ryan, shut up.
Ipd Enterprises from the UK. What do you think? Who's going to be World Cup champion this year?
Oh, well, I hope England takes it home.
Yeah, of course you do. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that. You have a good young team. All right, so yeah, let me know about your opinion about what the Pimax 8K or the XTAL. What is your opinion on things? Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, well, I found the XTAL design looked actually quite good.
It does.
All the polygon kind of like look, you know.
Yeah,
I thought that was quite cool.
That is pretty cool. Not bad, right? Just the price is a bit on the high side, right? $5,800.
Yeah, just a little bit off my price range.
Right. Do you have a VR headset?
Yeah, I've got a Htc Vive.
All right. And how do you enjoy it so far?
It's good. It's just the sweat, like it just scratches my forehead because of the foam, you know. It's
Exactly. I also agree with you. I think that's not so nice, and yeah, if you sweat and then you make a break and then you go back into it, it's not so nice. So probably you should go for one of the VR covers, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe I'll get that.
So what is your opinion so far on the Pimax 8K? Do you want to get one, or do you want to wait for the reviews, or
Well, I'm already a backer.
Oh, so. You're a backer. Okay, so you're very excited now. Perfect. Good to have you now on the line. So what is your opinion about the whole thing? Are you still like okay with all the waiting, or are you getting like impatient?
Nah, I'm fine. I can wait. I don't need I'm fine on waiting. Like yeah, I'm just
You're
fine.
waiting. Okay, cool. You're waiting. Good. So, what do you think? What did you think when you got the news yesterday that that is now going into mass production?
It was in the email.
Say again? Oh, they sent an email to all the backers. Yeah. I mean, what do you think about that news? Were you happy, or do you think like, oh, it will take so long now, or what?
I didn't see that in the email. Well, I didn't hear that at all.
Okay. Yeah. So in the beginning.
So will it be exclusive?
In the beginning of the show, I told everybody like they sent an email out to all the backers, and they now said that yes, they have started mass production now of the device, So that probably means that very soon you're going to get your Pimax 8K.
Oh, right. Oh, well, that's great.
Yeah, that's good, right?
It's just a shame that you can't have multiple modules, you know, like the nose module and the leap motion module.
Got it. Yeah. So you would like to have the leap motion and the smell module at the same time.
Yeah, if I could get all the modules, then that would be great. But
yeah, you're right.
You know.
So which module are you most interested in?
Probably the nose module, because the hand one, I'm pretty sure there will be some gloves released soon, you know, the ones that can track your fingers.
All right, yeah, there will be. But actually, why would you prefer the gloves over the leap motion?
Because like something could be like, well, your hands might not be in front of your face, like it might be behind your back, you know.
Okay, yeah.
And you might want to do like, yeah.
Got it. Also, there might be actually some force feedback gloves, right? So then you can feel like what you're feeling, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be great.
Got it. So what do you think about the smell module?
Oh, I'm very excited for that. Like, it could like, yeah, it would be a huge step in VR, because it's like another sense. It'll basically be like moving seats in a cinema. Like when that was brought out, it was huge. So this will be huge as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's interesting. Like what would you be excited about smelling in VR?
I don't know, just the countryside at first, because you know.
You said that very well. Exactly, the countryside. That's what we want to smell. It's not about the girls.
No.
We don't want to smell the lady smell, because they have one smell, it's called lady. We want to go for the grasslands, right? We want to go to the countryside and enjoy.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Get you there. Nice. Yeah. So we have a very excited Pimax 8K backer here. Good. What did you back? Did you back the 8K and the full module, or what do you the full set, or what do you back, or just the headset?
Wait, let me check which one I took. 1 second. I'll go on no, that's the 4 in 1 second. Kickstarter.
You don't know anymore.
Well, it was like last year. So.
Yeah, you're right. It's quite some time ago.
Yeah, I took the. Oh, it logged me out. 1 second. Let me find it again.
No problem. No pressure. There's only 77 people waiting for you. I mean, it's still only 77 people. It's fine. It's not too many people.
Well, I know I took the 8K, but not with the. What's it called? Not with the base stations, because I've already got those with the Htc Vive.
You already have the base stations. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. Yeah. Thank you so much, Ipd Enterprises, for weighing in.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you, Ipd Enterprises. Is there anybody else who would like to weigh in on the Pimax 8K or on the XTAL Professional $5,800 headset? Please, now is your chance. We are live in the general voice chat of the MRTV Discord server. Now is your chance. And Ipd Enterprises says that was nerve-wracking. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not so easy to be on the channel. Okay, I think everybody, no one else would like to weigh in on the XTAL Professional. And Harry says, I think the 8K looks kind of stupid when on, at least. Really?
Okay, I just want to start a short discussion. So, let's discuss what they could do with the money they get. I mean, obviously, what was it, $5,000 or so? They won't spend it all on the. They won't spend it all on the headset itself. So, what could they do with that money?
I think they could spend it on booze and girls. I mean, that's the obvious thing, right?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, they are probably in Prague, so I think there is a chance to spend that money on booze and girls.
Yeah, they could take the flight to Barcelona too, so.
Yeah, they could fly to Barcelona. You're right, Volkanov. But yeah, it seems a bit on the high side, right? The price. I mean, so 5,800. I mean the hardware. Is it like gold plated?
Yeah, but what I'm thinking of is I mean they said that it's gonna be for designers. So what I have seen, I mean I'm personally doing some kind of 3D modeling as a hobby, kind of. I'm doing something with it, and what I saw is VR is perfect for doing 3D modeling stuff,
yes.
but
yes.
there isn't really any software out there that could do that, and I'm wondering if
there are some, right? Like Oculus Medium, and then
yeah, but they're not really professional grade. Like
how about Tilt Brush? It's not professional enough for you.
yeah, but no. I mean, like tools like Blender or
I know what you mean.
Industrial grade software, and I'm wondering if the XTAL will come with a kind of software,
perhaps
software suite, a whole new interface where you can like let's say 3D editing or like virtual business meetings or something like that. I'm just curious about how they're gonna spend this whole money they are asking the people to.
I mean, once they are done with spending it on booze and girls.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, probably you're right. Probably it's going to be. Probably they are going to give you this suit, right? With all these software things, but we don't know, right? So that's why I'm going to meet the XTAL team. And that's why I'm going to interview them. I'm going to try out the XTAL, and I'm going to tell you all about it. So I'm really also wondering, what about this $5,800? I mean, well, for the hardware side, it can't be so expensive because I bought this here for $799, including the base stations and the controllers. Right, so the Pimax 8K, I don't know how expensive it's going to be. I bought this in the Kickstarter, so I mean that can't be more than $1,500. I mean, actually even less, right? Because for that $799 from Kickstarter, they still made a profit, the Pimax guys, right? So probably probably they cost $500 in making this, right?
I mean, of course, you always have when you have like business kind of stuff, they're always expensive. But
and they take more. They just take more because they think you have more.
Because businesses are willing to spend more money on it because you also can.
You make money with it. That's why.
What I'm asking for, even if they were saying like, oh, okay, we're making it for businesses. They could just made a version for business with like extended support and all the kind of stuff businesses want. And they also could put out a consumer version, which is basically the same device, but for less money, where you don't get the extended support or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Probably it could even compete with the Pimax 8K, right?
Because the main problem with like business things is like when you talk about, let's take a total abstract thing, like a robot in a car manufacturing process. You're building this robot like let's say 100 times or something like that, and then price will rise. But when you're bringing it out for the masses, you can bring the price down.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Now, by just making it business exclusive, you're kind of pushing the price upwards. So I don't know really what they're thinking with that.
I'm going to ask them. So I'm definitely going to ask them. Probably, well, for them it's very clear. They have this. Their target audience is simply professionals like design and engineering who need the best, clearest picture, and who are fine with paying these prices because they will be able to work in VR, right? So, yeah, who knows? Probably for some people it's going to be worth it. But then, really, the question is going to be how much better is the XTAL going to be when compared to something like the Pimax 8K, which offers something very similar, right? Because if we look at the specs, it's the same signal that goes into these devices. They both have the hand tracking module. They both have 170 degrees FOV, or yeah, okay, this one has even 200 FOV, but it's very, very similar. So I'm really wondering how much better is the XTAL when the price is like 10 times higher. Yeah, well, that's a lot of questions, and I'm going to find out about all the answers.
I mean, I really think that the device is going to support Mac or something like that.
Yeah.
Because when you're talking about designers, you can't go around with that.
A Mac, yeah, agreed. But I think it's very interesting to check out the device. I'm really looking forward to try it out.
I'm really looking forward to your review.
Yeah, so it's gonna be very interesting and very exciting. So yeah, really looking forward to also to interview the team and to find out what about the price. You know what, the thing is also probably they're not going to build the amounts like the Pimax 8K, right? It's going to be built like thousands of times. Probably they only build, I don't know, maximum 500 or 1,000, and then they don't get the good prices, right? From the
yeah, that's what I was saying before.
Yeah.
So I don't understand they're basically pushing the price by making it business exclusive. Like just make a consumer grade variant with, like, let's say RGB lighting or something like that. Something to make it the consumer version, and get it out for less money.
Yeah. Less support, like HTC.
Yeah, yeah, like HTC support and RGB lighting, and put the price down, and then you're automatically getting higher sales. I mean, the device is going to be awesome, I think. I mean, I think they will get would get the sales, and they would get down the price.
Yeah, probably they could even compete with the Pimax 8K, right?
I think so. I mean, when they go for visual quality,
yeah,
they will probably have a OLED screen.
Yeah, right, exactly. I think they have. Let me just check. Let me just double check if they have an OLED screen. I think they have.
So I think that.
Yes, they have an OLED. They have OLED displays. So that would be like an advantage over the Pimax, right?
I mean, at 170 degrees and 200 degrees, I mean, you will see it, but in a side-to-side comparison, I don't think that it will fall that much into that you would really notice the difference. Okay.
I will check it out for you guys. Well, I'm really excited to try it out. Really, I would love to see how that also, if that actually can perform, if you actually can play games on it, and if the software is like optimized for this kind of thing, because, well, it's not made for games, right? So it would be interesting to find out. Good. All right. Thank you, Vulkanat.
Yeah, thank you.
Good. Okay, so I think that's enough for this session now. Or does anybody else want to weigh in on the XTAL? You can speak now. Doesn't seem so. Okay, then now we're going to go to the next topic. And the next topic is that High Fidelity raises a $35 million round. For all of you who don't know what is High Fidelity is a social VR world, something like Second Life, but in VR. And they are now one of the most funded VR startups ever. So the 35 million that they've just received is already the Series D funding. So they already got angel investment, they got Series A, B, C, and now they got Series D funding. And overall, they have now netted more than $70 million, and that's why they are one of the most funded VR startups ever. And the interesting part is that the founder of this company, the founder of High Fidelity, is actually Philip Rosedale. And Philip Rosedale is the founder of Second Life. So there's somebody with a huge experience in virtual worlds and a huge experience for making a virtual economy, because Second Life was actually a really incredible, huge economy already, with millions of dollars being spent virtually. So that is something really interesting. So overall now with the Series D funding, they got $72 million. That is pretty wild. And yeah, so let's read out what Philip Rosedale says here. Philip Rosedale says, "We will go to school, we will attend events, entertain each other, and build entirely new worlds together, all from within VR," said Philip Rosedale, CEO and founder of High Fidelity. To reach this scale and to deliver safely on such a promise, VR must be decentralized, including deeply using blockchain technology. Galaxy Digital will guide us capably in adopting technology and creating the right partnerships with the larger blockchain ecosystem. For example, the EOS blockchain, where we are currently beta testing integrations. So very interesting. They are going to build this upon a cryptocurrency and blockchain, and they are going to use the EOS blockchain. So they have their own cryptocurrency. They all the things that are being sold there are being backed up by the blockchain, so you know that stuff belongs to you now. Everything is built on blockchain technology. So I've even read that High Fidelity sees themselves as a blockchain company. So everything is about blockchain, and this is something very exciting. So Philip Rosedale thinks that everything is going to happen in VR, going to school, attending events, entertaining each other, and so on and so forth. And I would love to know your opinion about this. What do you guys think about this? And yeah, something from the old topic. Paul Piacentini Jr. says, "I will wait till they drop the price down to $600 for the XTAL," right? Oh, then we have to wait quite a while. And Harry says, "I already go to school. I don't want to get home and go back to school. I'd rather go into a place with lightsabers and music." So Harry, you are normally then in Beat Saber, I think. And Push the Limit says, "Somnium is not here today." Yeah, it seems so. What do Somnium say about this High Fidelity, Sebastian? Push the Limits, I believe that they are also happy about that investment, because, well, they are also working together with High Fidelity. They have formed some blockchain cooperation with High Fidelity. So actually they're working together with High Fidelity, and that is pretty cool. So they want to do something like that. You can seamlessly go from High Fidelity to Somnium Space using something that they call the Oasis. So they're working on technology that will link all of these virtual worlds together. So no matter if you are in Somnium Space or no matter if you are in High Fidelity, you can seamlessly go from one world to the other using that Oasis network. And I think that's a pretty cool idea. So that's why Somnium Space and High Fidelity are working together. So I think that Somnium Space is really happy that High Fidelity got that kind of money. And Admiral Akbar is there. Hi Adam, good to have you here. You're not very far away from me now, right? You are in the UK, in London. Nice. So Admiral says, "Let them make a real game before you pay them." All right, yeah, got it. And IDEC Enterprises says, 40 million not gone into funding the Pimax. Yeah, but the Pimax, they are good. They are also good. They got $15 million, I think. And Adam says, "Blockchain makes me even more skeptical of them. It's just a buzzword these days." Hey Sebastian, that's right, yes. So Adam, you think like blockchain is just a buzzword? You don't believe in the technology, or what are your thoughts? We could talk about that, by the way. If you want, we could talk about this live now on MRTV Live. You just need to go to the general voice chat and we could talk about all your thoughts if you want, of course. No pressure. We can also chat, it's fine as well. push the limit. So maybe Somnium we get some. Ah, Adam, you're going to the chat section. That's great. So let me go there too. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey,
Adam, great to have you on the show. It's your first time to be live here on MRTV. So now we're back. So now you should hear. Yeah, now you're back. Sorry, we just lost the connection.
Oh, it's great. It's beautiful. We're having a lot of fun.
Perfect. So, is it your first time in Europe?
No, I've been to Italy a few years ago, but this is just my second time.
Okay. So what do you feel is the main difference between Europe and the US now that you're there?
Between Europe and the US, smaller cars. I don't know. It's not that different because everyone speaks English here, so I don't feel that out.
Yeah, got it. Probably you should come over to Germany, where we speak with a very interesting accent.
Yeah, maybe for the next trip.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. You would be very welcome to come to my city, which is a very nice city as well. Anyways, let's talk a bit about virtual reality and the virtual worlds. So you don't believe in those virtual worlds, I have the feeling. And you were also skeptical when I was buying that land in Somnium Space. Tell us more about your skepticism.
Well, I appreciate what they're doing, and I appreciate them making a virtual world. I'm skeptical of the business model.